Willie D Live.
You know, I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the f you think I am?
Ladies and gentlemen, Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is perhaps the best fighter of this generation. Point blank, period. Doesn't matter what weight class. He is probably the absolute best. And if I had to take a chance and somebody would just, if you twisted my arm, I would just straight up tell you he is the best, right? In fact, you don't even have to twist my arm. He's the best. He's the best fighter of this generation. He's absolutely the best. Now, Terence had a problem with WBC, the World Boxing Council, trying to shake him down for $300,000 in fines, in fees, well, not fines, but fees. You see, when you are part of an organization, a boxing organization, they have fees that each member must pay. Terence being a member of that organization along with the other organizations, WBA, IBF, and which one? WBA and IBF are the two big ones, but also the WBO, the World Boxing Organization. Those are the big four, right? They all have fees for you to pay, and some fees are higher than others. And Terence was like, look, I'm not paying y'all $300,000. If you want your damn belts back, you can have them, but I'm not paying y'all $300,000. So this is the first time that I can recall a fighter in history going public discussing boxing organization fees. And Terence was not having it, man. He was super hot. Let's go.
Well, you better slap yourself and paying your ass shit. You talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the green belt, which don't mean shit, real belt is the ring belt, which is free. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them? How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? You can take belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
Well. All right, fam, you heard it. You heard it from Terence Bud Crawford. He's not paying you nothing. WBC, World Boxing Council, makes y'all think he gonna give y'all some money. Terence Crawford said what he did, that he did what he did because the WBC stripped him of his super middleweight title for not paying sanctioning fees, which he disputed, leading to a heated public exchange with WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. Terence claims Sulaiman made up fees, speculated on his earnings, and acted out of favoritism because Terence had beaten Canelo Alvarez, whom he believes the WBC president supported. He also criticized the fees, stating the money is used to fund Sulaiman and other WBC officials' lifestyles, and noted that the other sanctioning bodies accepted what he paid. I don't know what those other fees were, but here are some key points of contention. The sanctioning fees. The core issue is the unpaid sanctioning fees for Crawford's last 2 fights, including the one against Canelo Alvarez. The WBC claims Crawford failed to pay the required fees and ignored multiple communications. Let's stop right there. They're absolutely going to sue him for those fees, and they are likely to be compensated. What the judge and the jury and the courts don't want to do is set a precedence for fighters being able to skate around those fees. They're going to say, the WBC is going to say, hey, he was a member of our organization while he was having this big fight. We did a lot to help him and position him to have this big fight, and he made millions of dollars with us, and so we deserve our little bitty fee. At the very least, we deserve our little fee because, look, man, without us, it wouldn't have been able to happen. So I do believe that the WBC is going to collect those fees one way or the other. Another point of contention is the earnings and speculation. Terence stated that Sullivan is speculating about his earnings and accused him of trying to charge him more because of a belief that he is better than them. Favoritism. Terence suggested that Sullivan was upset he beat Canelo Alvarez and that this favoritism was a factor in stripping of the title. He pointed out that Canelo was not stripped for failing to fight David Benavidez. I've said his name, I don't know, 100 times and never gotten it wrong just saying it, but now I'm looking at it and I'm saying it wrong. I guess it's the way it's spelled. But yeah, Benavidez, a longtime mandatory challenger. Lifestyle of officials. Terence argued that the sanctioning fees are used by WBC officials to furnish their lifestyles, including expensive hotels and dinners, unpaid fees. The WBC states that Terence didn't pay bout fees for his fight against Israel Madrimov in August 2024, and that they did not receive a response to their communication about the fees. Stripping of the title. As a result of the dispute, the WBC stripped Crawford of his super middleweight title, and ordered a fight between Hamza Shiraz and Christian Mobili for the vacant title. Let me just say I'm not familiar with Hamza Shiraz, but Christian Mobili is a beast. He's a bad, bad boy. He got to tighten up on his defense, but his power is unquestionable. He absolutely has to tighten up on his defense because I've seen him get rocked, and I actually called him getting rocked before he got rocked. So he's going to have to tighten up on his defense, but he is exciting to watch. I'm talking about Christian Mobili. He is not Mo, but Mobili. Christian Mobili, he is exciting, very exciting to watch. So yeah, as I was saying, fam, I think that they will get that money. But here's the deal. This is the problem that I have with all of the sanctioning bodies. They don't do enough to protect the fighters. There's too many fighters out here who are broke. There's too many former fighters. I'm talking about championship fighters who are broke. They're struggling with their health. They are struggling to maintain a roof over their heads. They're struggling to buy food. Too many fighters. Boxing does not take care of its fighters. Boxing's number one commodity is its fighters. Without the fighters, you have nothing. And the head of these sanctioning bodies live a lavish lifestyle. They live way better than most of the fighters. That shouldn't be the case, because the fighters are the ones who are putting their lives on the line. They're the ones getting out there mixing it up. They're the ones every single night putting their health on the line, putting their bodies, putting their life on the line. They're the ones doing all that rigorous training, stretching their muscles. Sometimes they end up losing relationships, end up divorcing because of their commitment to boxing. It's a serious sport. It's a very dangerous sport. And the fighters have absolutely no protection, none. And that needs to change. There needs to be a union. Fighters need a union. These sanctioning bodies need to belly up and then get the hell out of the way and come and merge into one. There needs to be one body. If they can't do one, at the very least, there needs to be a union where all of them have to contribute. All of them have to pay up. All of them have to kiss the ring. The fighters are the greatest asset to boxing. Nobody else. Hey, man, referee, love you. Judge, love you. President, love you. Paramedics, love you. Fans, love you. Coaches, managers, love you. Photographers, love you. Videographer, love you. Promoters, love you. But without the fighters, you don't have a job. Nobody's eating unless there's a fight. So these fighters need to be taken care of. None of them are doing a good enough job in that regard. None of them are looking out for the fighters. None of them are looking out for the fighters. It's too many fighters who are out here that are homeless. Too many fighters living with their sisters, their parents. Too many fighters. Something needs to be done about that.